On this drawing, we're going to be applying our understanding of one-point perspective. The first thing we need to do is be able to create a vanishing point using the actual image. So where's that vanishing point actually located? In order to find that, what you want to do is find a converging line at the top of a building and one on the lower end of the building, and you want to follow those lines down and find that vanishing point. So here's the example that I have where you see the red lines. One is lined up with a little piece of wood at the top of the building, and the bottom line is lined up with one of the window lines, and it converged down, and where they cross, that's my vanishing point. So I want to create that vanishing point on my paper in that same location, or approximately that same location. And then from there, I continue on with my drawing. At this point in the drawing, you want to be able to line up your vanishing point with the top of that first largest building. And you want to work your way over from the right side, which is closer to you, and then work your way down in space as it goes back. So here it is. We have the top of that line, we got the bottom of that line. And notice I didn't go to the corners, because that if I were to continue that roof or that ground or the bottom of that, they wouldn't always go all the way off the page. We put that corner in about where that is. And then what we want to do is add in the horizontal line. And even though in the picture it looks slanted, remember we're forcing one-point perspective. So if it's not going to the vanishing point, then it has to be vertical or horizontal when you're looking at the buildings.
That you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love.
Alright, then you want to determine how far down does that first building go. Once you determine it, make a small mark, make your vertical line there, and you want to erase away the top line because you no longer need that, and just have that building end. Okay, on this next part, you will notice that at the top of that building there's like a wooden border at the top of this building, maybe metal, and then there's a pole right near the corner that comes straight down. So what we want to do is make a small mark at the top, and then I'll make a horizontal line, make a line going converting down. And then I'm going to eyeball where I want that pole to be, make my 2 points, and I want to put that pole in as well.
I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and let.
Alright, as you move on to the next part, there's a lot of things happening inside of this building. So the first thing you want to do is sketch out very lightly where everything is located, just to get your spacing right. Remember, this is a very light sketch. Keep it very, very light until you get it right, because you're going to use the vanishing point and your ruler to make sure everything is perfect. So I'm just going through and sketching everything that's going on with that building.
Stress, having no possessions, though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. Or may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. Or may the...
Once this part is complete, now you go back and use your ruler. You remember, you're going to start from the right side, which is the furthest away from you. You're going to use that and use your ruler, use the vertical lines, and you're going to use converging lines. Everything should be vertical lines or converging lines. There are no horizontal lines when you're doing any of these parts on this side of the building. So use your ruler and line up everything, make nice straight lines, and make sure you're using your vanishing point when you're creating like the tops and bottoms of the windows or anything that's going down towards the vanishing point.
Oh, let's pave be the road that you follow. Oh, well, here's to the heart.
Okay, here we're going to put the horizontal lines, or those lines that converge, in there. What you want to do is kind of count those lines and make little marks where those lines should be, and then use the vanishing point to connect those lines.
That you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love.
As you finish with your converging lines, make sure you put a dot in the middle. Use that for your vertical, and then you can continue on with the rest of your sketch. Kind of the same principle: vertical lines and converging lines.
I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. your path is. If you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, 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 raise your glasses. Go, 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 you can.
Use a little bit of value in order to kind of shade in the window panes and show where the glass is broken.
Have it all.
Now I'm going to finish out my sketch areas using my ruler. Paying attention to the fact that that big pole is slanted, so it's not vertical or horizontal. It is actually slanted in the picture, so we're going to make it slanted in real life. But I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of this. Feel free to pause it where you need to pause it and follow along with the video.
I told you, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. 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 I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Try to picture the girl through a looking glass and see her as a carbon atom. See her eyes and stare back at them. See that girl as her own new world. Though a home is on the surface, she is still a universe. Glory God, oh God is peeking through the blinds. Are we all here standing naked, taking guesses at the actual date and time? Oh my, justifying reasons why is an absolutely insane resolution to live by. Live high, live mighty, live righteously. Taking it easy, live high, live mighty, live righteously. And try to picture the man to always have an open hand and see him as a given tree. See him as matter, a matter of fact, he's not a beast. Oh no, not the devil either. Always a good deed doer. And it's laughter that we're making after all. The call of the wild is still in order nationwide. In the order of the primates, all our politics are too late. Oh my, the congregation in my mind is this assembly singing of gratitude, practicing their loving for you. Live high, live mighty, live righteously. Taking it easy, live high, live mighty, oh, live righteously. And sing it out.
The next part we'll work on is move into the background. So on the picture you see a fence, and then there's like a tree, and then you see some buildings in the background that lead to finally on the very far left side there's like the brick kind of, all you see is like a pole and like part of a wall for like a building that's like really close to the viewer. So we're gonna start with that part, and you'll see I'm making a little mark where the top of the fence is gonna be, and then I'm letting that follow to the vanishing point and adding the top of the fence. And again, you stop it about where you think that fence is going to end and bring that vertical line down to end the fence. And you can kind of watch the rest of it. I'm just going to kind of play it through.
And just take it easy and celebrate the malleable reality. You see, nothing is ever as it seems. Yeah, this life is but a dream.
So you'll notice that I brought that vertical line up right from the corner, from the same side as the fence. And even though I cropped it out of the video, I'm sorry about that. I'm basically putting a horizontal line. You can kind of see on the right side that horizontal line connects to the top. So stop that vertical line about how tall you think that's going to be. And of course, from that corner, you're going to take it to the vanishing point. And again, you're going to only do it as far as where you think that building ends, and then bring that vertical down. At this point, I'm looking at the far left. So right at the end of that building, you notice that there's like a red pole, and then there's like a little piece of a brick wall, and that ends the picture. So I'm kind of spacing that out and putting that first line for one side of the pole there, and then I'm finding the bottom of that line, which should line up with like the bottom of the building on the right, that first part that we first initially did, and you're gonna put that horizontal line in, and that kind of makes that area. And then we can add the pole in, and we'll add other details. A lot of the other parts would be free-handed and of course value, but this is like the basics of this. So from here you should get a good idea of how to get started with this building. And I'm gonna fast forward the rest of this so you can get a good idea of how to finish up.